With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, tried and true. And with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Welcome, welcome. Greetings, beloved. Greetings, peace, abundance, love, joy, happiness, prosperity, abundance to you and yours. I welcome you. I welcome you to this wonderful session with me. I thank you for being here. I thank you for inviting yourself. Thank you for your spirit team, your spirit guides who brought you here. I'm grateful for the protection that is about you. I'm grateful for the love that fills your home, that fills your heart, that fills your jobs, your relationships. I speak peace to you. I speak blessings and abundance to you and greet you in the name of the Most High. Greetings, I'm Sistah Yaya of Soul Tribe Heals. How are you? How are you doing? How is your soul feeling today? Hey, Soul Tree Massage, how you doing? Crystal, greetings to you. Listen, family, the ancestors. People talk about the ancestors, but they are wanting to connect. They are wanting to connect with you. A lot of people are unaware of how to connect with the ancestors. Who are the ancestors? What is ancestor veneration about? Is it ancestor worship? Does it vibe with their current spiritual or religious beliefs? Let me tell you something. Everybody has ancestors. Everybody have ancestors. If you have a parent, they have parents, and they have parents. Everybody have ancestors. In Kromanti science, we realize that all ancestors have an influence on who we are today. We have their bloodline in some ways. We have aspects of who they are within ourselves. So when we do ancestor veneration, we're not just worshiping per se our ancestors. We're honoring their energy that's within us and the energy that they have. We are establishing a relationship with a part of ourselves that existed in another realm. Right? We're giving thanks for those who have fought great wars, who have used powerful medicines to help heal us, who have maybe had a great financial empire or whatever it was. We're great mothers, great fathers, and teachers and healers. We're giving our attention and our awareness to that energy that also lives inside of us, right? Because we are our ancestors. So the two aren't separate. So those who are in spiritual circles and say, well, I'm a Christian or I'm Muslim, I can't do that. That has absolutely nothing to do with your ancestors. It's just like saying, well, I can't honor myself because I'm a Christian, or I can't love on myself more because, I'm a Muslim. No. Everybody has it. It's an energy that needs to be honored. Now, when working with your ancestors, a lot of things are important, but one of the things you want to always work with are your most highest and most evolved ancestors. Why do I say that? Because not all your ancestors you want to work with and you want them in your life. You don't want them involved in your energy and what you're doing. So when you're praying at your altar or you're just having a conversation throughout the day like I do, I make it a part of my life. If I'm washing dishes, I'm taking a shower, I'm speaking to them, I'm asking how they're feeling. I'll tell them how grateful I am for them, keeps me grounded. So I call them on my most highest and evolved ancestors. I want the most powerful ones working for me, and they do work for me. In every situation, if I'm doing bloodline cleansing work, just ancestor veneration, and we're going to talk about ways when you kind of need to do some bloodline cleansing. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Always calling your most highest and evolved. Because if you just say, oh, I call upon the ancestors, well, you could be calling on Uncle Leroy, who was a child molester and pedophile, who is an ancestor. You could be calling on Aunt Lisa, who was a known murderer or unknown murderer, or she was virulent with her mouth. You could be calling on her energy. So without being specific enough, and all you have to say, most highest and evolved, the universe definitely understands that, you can invite their loving presence in your life. So never arbitrarily say, oh, I call upon well, what ancestors are you referring to? Because you have many. Some can help your life, and some can really jack up your life, right? So be specific because you're allowed to. You don't have to work with all of them. You don't have to communicate with all of them the same way. Some of my ancestors, they prefer certain drinks. Some of them prefer plants. Others prefer powder and perfumes. So whatever one I'm working with at that time, or whatever inkling I get to offer my ancestor shrine, I will do that because that energy is asking for that support. Here's the great part. This universe works on reciprocity, meaning what I give out and what I commit, what goes out and what comes in. Since I know the universe works on reciprocity, the relationship that I have with my ancestors is also reciprocal. As I help them to evolve and to grow, because they're still evolving and growing in other realms, right? They help me. They help me. They help me in my business. They'll help me in my healing life. They'll help me in my health. They'll help me in my my community work. They'll help me with my online, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. When you do something and you are giving and you have an exchange, it has to go both ways. It's called balance. It's a symbiotic relationship, a give and a take, right? And this is how you can really start to establish trusting and loving relationships that's based on love and reciprocity. Now, if you're working with your ancestors and you feel like that you're not connecting with them, or you feel like there's some blockages there, you probably need to do a bloodline cleanse. What is a bloodline cleanse? What you mean I gotta cleanse my bloodline? What does that mean? Yes, everything has to be clean. Everything has to be maintained. You couldn't drive your car 6,000, 10,000 miles and not change the oil. You wouldn't live in your house and never take out the trash or wash the dishes. Because if you did that, we'd have an issue, a very unpleasant issue. So the bloodline cleansing is very important because what it does is when you start to feel the heaviness of life, when you start to feel like that's the best way I can explain it. Things are just not going right, massive confusion, heavy doubt, your health is starting on the decline, things, and you see things in your children or your mate that's just kind of, everything is kind of start to, okay, it's time to pull your ancestral energy back into alignment. You can help them put yourself back into alignment. What do I mean by I say alignment? Alignment is this. Everybody has an Ori. They come with a divine connection to the divine that gives them their purpose, what you're here to do, right? So sometimes in life, we get all kind of mixed up with things here and things there, and getting busy here and getting worried here and all these things, because there's things in this world, there's all distractions. It's distractions from you because you are the center focus of this life. Everything that happens that's kind of is to help you to grow on your journey, but it's also can serve as a distraction from your journey if you're not mindful. So what happens is when you need to get into alignment with who you are, you do a bloodline cleanse, and so it pulls you back into the center. It grounds you, right? It puts you back online on what you've come here to do and what you're here to do, and pull the resources, the energetic resources for you to get there. When we also have this bloodline cleansing ritual that you can get from our site. I'll post that later on. But when I tell people, hey, do this work, do it for 7 days, do it every 3 months, blah, 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 and they do it, the first thing they say, I just feel better, y'all. Sistah Yaya, I feel better. I felt this lifted. I slept better. My children responded better because you back into alignment with who you are. You pull your ancestral energy, according to yours, back into alignment. So now love can flow, joy can flow, peace can flow, because now you are in alignment with who you are. You're using the power of your ancestors. You're using the rituals to pull you into alignment. When you were like this, you were out of alignment. That's why things were so rough and things were so difficult, because you were out of alignment and you were busy trying to get the money here. You were busy trying to make this relationship work. And Spirit is saying, just get back into alignment. Get in contact with your most highest and evolved ancestors, not just any ancestors. The highest and evolved ancestors. Allow this healing energy that you had from the beginning of time, which is no beginning of time, because time doesn't have a beginning and doesn't have an end. Line yourself back up and watch things flow. Watch things flow. Get into alignment and see how easy things will come to you. This is why the ancestors are so important, because they help us to live our daily lives with love, grace, ease, wisdom, prosperity. We're not running up and down doing all these things. We're not in fear. We're not in anxiety. Our health is amazing. Well, we got to call upon the power that is within us, right? The power that's within us and the power that's all around us. Your ancestor team may say, and your spirit team may say, hey, go over there. Hey, call this person. Hey, do this and do it. You're like, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm just flowing with it. and see how things start to work out. Question came up, how do you get into alignment? A couple of things you can do to start to help yourself to get into alignment. First things first, let's clean some things up. Let's do some spiritual housekeeping. Let's do some spiritual hygiene. All the things that are contributing stress, anxiety, fear into your life, let's get rid of them. First things first, that's the easiest thing. So the social media might be one, the TV might be one, the phone might be one. I encourage people to do a fasting. Give yourself 7 days to break away from something. It could be a food. It could be like, again, internet. Let's silence some of the noise. Let's silence some of the distractions, because your voice, your inner voice, and your spirit and your alignment is always speaking to you. It's always wanting to connect perfectly with the divine. It always wants to be in alignment. Always. It's just that sometimes we get distracted by the noise of life. So I recommend doing that. Looking at your diet. What you eat is very, 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 very important. And so if you're eating meats, I would recommend that you slow up or eliminate it completely, because the way meat is commercialized in the US is not really meat. And so it has some other effects, right? Get into more fruits and vegetables, herbal teas, right? To help to relax the nervous system, to heal the body. So now you're infusing yourself with healing energies. Burn candles, light a candle for yourself, do rituals. A ritual can be as simple as soaking your feet in salt water for 3 days straight, boo, 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 right before you go to bed, and saying a prayer. Doing that, right? These are little things you can do to keep your self in alignment. Get rid of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. There's a song by Beautiful Chorus on YouTube. It says, I release. The lyrics are, I release all things that no longer serve me. They say that about 21 times. Repeat that. I release all things that no longer serve me. It's called Beautiful Chorus, and it's on YouTube. I release. Keep saying that over and over. You're programming your subconscious mind to let go of things that no longer serve you. That could be relationships. That could be, again, jobs. That could be where you're living. That could be business ventures that no longer serve you, and be able to release that. The ancestors are here to help you, and they want you to know that you are worthy. You are worthy. And as I talked with my brother today, it is your birthright to be happy and to be whole. And they're here to help you to do that. And you're also here to help them by just their acknowledgement, by the communication. You help them to evolve, because they're still doing work, right? So the question of ancestors and what you can do in particular rituals and things like that, they're important questions to answer for yourself. Just know that there's a healing power. You see how the sun is coming in? Just know that there is a healing power for you. Just know that there is love here for you. There is abundance here for you. You are your ancestors, and your ancestors are you. When you honor yourself through love and care and being mindful of how you feel, working on the mother wounds, working on the father wounds, working on anger and fear. Angers are always just messengers that there's fear somewhere in your aura. That's all anger is. Anger is good. It's just a messenger. You just have to know how to deal with the messenger, right? And what it's telling us, right? When we have these things going on, we can just say, ancestors, guide me with your wisdom. They've been here before. Guide me with the divine power on what I should do to heal myself. You see, because only you can heal you. Only you can heal you. Now, you can use tools to heal you, such as people use candles, herbs, all kinds of things, but only you can heal you. Hello, what is it? Yada chef. Hello, welcome. Imagine my joy. I am imagining my joy. You better believe that I'm living it. Yes. So the ancestors are here to help you in your most difficult situation. You have trouble with your children. Do a bloodline cleanse. Bloodline cleanses heal at least 7 generations behind you and 7 generations before you. So when you're doing the spiritual work, you're asking the divine to bring in power, love, joy, peace into your life. When it impacts you, it also impacts those things around you. It includes your children. So if your child lives away, or you're not connected to your child or your parents, if you're not talking to your parents for whatever reason, when you do the spiritual work and cleansing your bloodline, working with your ancestors, it changes them. But that's not the intent. The intent is you, because you are most important. How you feel is most important, right? So when you do the work, it impacts your children. Next thing you know, their mood is better. Next thing you know, if you have children who suffer mental health illness, you've got to do bloodline cleanse. Anybody in your family, mental health problems, you've got to do a bloodline cleanse. You've got to work with your ancestors. That is something that needs to be removed from your bloodline. And there's works and there's rituals that you can do. You can do them to help you. to help you, because you didn't come here to struggle. I know it felt that way. I get it. But that was just an illusion. But that has a value in your life, because in going through the struggle, you know what you do not want. You know how you do not want to feel. That's 50% of the battle. I ain't trying to be depressed. I ain't trying to be with no anxiety. What? Fear, worry. I ain't got time for that. I ain't come here for that. That's not my birthright. So in knowing that you're not here for that, you then can say, oh yeah, let's get into that love. Oh yeah, let's talk about that prosperity, abundance, because that's what I really want, because that feels good to me. Why does it feel good to you? Because it's natural for you, and because it's your birthright. Why pain and frustration and anger feels so bad to you, and it feels so bad on your body? It's not your birthright. It don't belong to you. And the fact that it doesn't belong to you and you're holding on to it is why it's paining you. So the ancestors are asking you to just relieve all of the need to hold on to those things, because you're holding on to them. Because it serves you in some way. Your pain, it serves you in some way. If you think about the most pressing pain that you had or have right now, for some reason, holding on to that abuse, holding on to the memories of your mother, your childhood, but somehow it served you. But Spirit is saying now it's safe to release that. Where you are right now in this life, the fact that you're listening is saying that your energy is saying, we've had enough. Okay, it served us for a while, whatever purpose, no judgment, it is what it is. But it's time to move on to something else. It's time for a better life. It's time for newer things. And that is what your soul is calling for. And your ancestors are saying, hey, me too. Put me in the party. Let's have fun together. Let's do this thing together. They want to partner with you. Right? Your most highest and evolved ancestors. Again, not just any ancestors. Because we know Uncle Leroy could have been a pedophile. And we don't want his energy in our lives. Okay? So you want to be specific and say highest and evolved ancestors when you're calling on them. Right? And allow them to usher in joy, peace in your life. And guess what's going to happen? As you trust yourself, right? And your joy will improve. And you won't even have to think about money, because money is going to be such a small byproduct of everything you're doing. Money is just going to come. That's going to be on a lower scale of things. But the highest scale of things you're going to be manifesting is peace, happiness, that partner you want. Oh yeah, that's part of this ancestral cleansing and ancestor recognition. Yes, because we have to see what we need to do to clear that up to attract that mate, right? Our ancestors allow us to do that. They allow us to see, because they also see things in the bloodline, and they can bring to your recollection. Look at this. Oh. Pay attention here. And then you say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Win-win. When they win, you win. You win, they win. It's a partnership. Some of you may say, I don't know who my ancestors are, Sistah Yaya. I don't know. I was born here. I did Ancestry.com. Don't waste your time. Don't talk to me about Ancestry.com. No. That can't pick up on your energy. You've been here many lifetimes. Ancestry.com cannot help with that. When they tell you you're from Germany, Ghana, Brazil, Colombia, Panama, they say those things. Those are geographical boundaries. It does not say anything about the people and the history of a people. Does that make sense? I ain't saying you shouldn't do it or it's not fun, because it is fun to find out, oh, that looks fun. But it doesn't deal with the peoplehood. It doesn't deal with your bloodline particularly. It may point out some things, but remember, when they say countries, those geographic boundaries change. What was the Sudan just recently split up to North and South Sudan? How do you account for that? Still the same people, still the same energy, still the same bloodline, but now it's separated up. So it's important that you check into your own energy and the different lifetimes and past lives you've lived, because that gives you a clue into who you really are, because that's energy, not geographic location. That's energy. I know in my former lives, I've been definitely what they call Dravidian, Indian, what they call, I don't say Indian because, that's a newer term. But, I definitely have times there. Definitely have plenty of times in the Caribbean, obviously. And other places around the world, right? So it's that energy I tap into, right? So you can use that as well. Look into your past lives, so that helps as well. Let's oh, you love my accent. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So just know you always have access to your ancestors because they live inside of you. It's part of who you are. You are them and they are you. You have their physical DNA that makes you so wonderful and beautiful. And you also have their spiritual DNA. This is why I say know the energy. Not just the geographic location, know the energy. Oh, Lessa, I am Jamaican and Haitian. Yes, I am Jamaican and Haitian. Antigua. I would love to go to Antigua. You from Antigua, baby? Let's go. Love all the people. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, we can demystify this whole thing. It ain't got to be scary. It don't matter what church or mosque you go to, synagogue. It don't. Everybody got ancestors, okay? And it's important that we connect because they're here to help us. All those who like to be independent, I got it. That ain't the way to go. Ancestors like, no, you're working too hard. You're putting too much energy on your life when we're here to help you. You got a whole host of miracle workers all around you. And you're like, oh, goodness, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. And they're just saying, look up. Pay attention. Presta atención. Look. Look around you. We're here. Tell us what we need to do for you. Tell us how we can help you. They can't move unless you ask them. Your spirit team can't do anything unless you tell them this thing. You have to tell them in a loving way, of course. But when I say command, people think it's like, oh, command, you can't talk like that. Oh, no, no, no. No, it's a force. It's an energy. It's a confidence. When I say command the universe, it's a confidence. Like, I know who I am. I know my birthright. And I declare that I am free. I declare that I am happy. I am healed. It's a confidence. It's not an egotistical thing when we say commanding the universe. It has nothing to do with the ego. It has everything to do with your power, your strength, and who you really are. This body that you see in front of you is 99.999% non-physical. You're only seeing 0.0001% of me. But what you're feeling is that most of that, 99.999% is what you're feeling. How you're feeling on the inside, how you are being inspired, right? You are mostly non-physical. You are energy. I am energy. I am energy. I am energy. If you associate with this physical body, you will be limited. You would say, well, I can't do this. I don't know. Because you are associating yourself as being physical. When you leave this body, which you will leave this body. Everybody has to leave this body and come back maybe. Who knows where they're going to go. When you leave this body, your energy still goes somewhere, right? You are 99.999% energy. You are 0.0001%, whatever that number is, physical. So if you know this and you are pure energy, let's get our energy in alignment with the divine. Let's not associate with this physical body and this physical experience, the things that we see that goes on in this world. We know what's going on. I don't have to say it. We know what's going on. But when we associate ourselves in this human body with this life, that's where we get into a little bit of a trouble. Because Spirit said, you are divine. You are God on this earth. No, you are God, children of the Most High. I made you. What is we doing? And when you feel sickness and pain and in your body, you are associating with this realm. You are meant to be in this world, right? But you're not of it. You're in this world, but you're not of it. You live here, but this is not your home. You are eternal. You never die. So people fear death. And in our culture, we talk about, in Kromanti, we talk a lot about life, right? And we don't fear death because we know it is a continuation, right? It's a continuum. So when someone so-called passes away and this round goes to the next round, we have something called night, right? And we're celebrating, we're laughing, the uncles them playing cards and the women cooking, and children are playing, and everyone's having a good time because we know that this is a transitional moment. That energy is still here, right? And celebrate. We're not solemn and sad. Now, Western religion will make you feel solemn and sad about death. That will make you feel like death is the end. You ain't coming back. Blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you, that's a lie. And to put you in fear. Because if you think that this is the only time you got, and after this, you ain't never coming back, and that's it. Oh, you're going to be filled with fear. You're going to be filled with anxiety all the time. You'll never feel good enough. You always want to keep doing and trying to. You'll just drive yourself mad, and you'll be fearing and you'll live this existence under the contract of fear, right? So even the concept of time, And even our ancestors teach us that. They also teach us how to view death. You're a continuum. This is life. You go on. So when you associate with your energy, you heal your energy, your body, that's like easy. Money, that ain't nothing. But your joy, your peace, and your what? Power. Oh, that's what we get into, y'all. This is all about your power. Oh, gosh, I need you to know who you are. I need you to know what you've come here to do, right? You ain't come here to work no job and be on no job every day. No, you did not come here to be on a job every single day. You did not come here to just whatever, to suffer and be in pain. No, no, no. I have to get you to understand you've come here to live a divine life. Grand Rising Nova Kane. How you doing, honey? Thank you for joining us. You've come here to live abundant life. You've come here to live in peace. You've come here to do these things, but you got to know that your energy. So if you're not feeling well, fix your energy. Your inner chi, your ori. Fix this. Get into alignment with who you are, and everything will take care of itself. It's like plugging in a socket, something into the wall. You get in alignment with it. You connect to it, and the energy flows. You're not worrying if the computer going to charge up properly. You plug that in, it's done. You're not worried the light's going to come on. You plug that in, all the lights come on forever. And this is what Spirit is telling you. They want you to put your energy back into alignment. Look into the power of your most highest and evolved ancestors to help you. You're not here alone. You're not meant to do it alone. That old paradigm is dead, gone. We ain't doing that. We're working easier. We're working the right way. We're working the way the ancestors intended for us to work, which is together with them. Because they see things that maybe things that you can't see because of where you are right now, but they can guide you and say, go further, don't go over there. Nova Kane, what you doing? Come over here, honey. We're gonna set this up for you. You ain't gotta figure everything out. Allow their love, to help you. I also encourage you, someone asked what else you can do. Consume more water. And if people are gonna say, yeah, well, I'm talking about, let me do it. What are you talking about? What do you mean water? Why is water so important? Oh my gosh, water is programmable. I speak to this water. I declare, again, I'm commanding this water because it's a power, it's a confidence. I know who I am. Water, I speak healing. I'm touching it. Love, joy, peace, abundance. I can write it on here. I can say it and just take a little bit throughout the day. For the refortification, water always finds its balance. No matter what container it's in, if it's in a circle or flat, something flat, it's always going to find its level. It moves with grace and ease. It's flexible. That which is flexible never breaks. But that which is rigid is going to snap. So that about everything, your environment, about who you are, and you can import information into water and give it to someone, give it to yourself to help heal you as well. Water is so important. You must drink your water, bathe in it, spray yourself with it. Think about being flexible. Think about moving with grace. Think about moving with ease. Hey Kiara, how you doing? Think about how water can help you throughout your life. It hydrates you. They say you're 70% water. The earth is mostly water. We come out of water to be birthed. Water, 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 water. Talk to your water. Allow it to work for you. Call upon the spirit of water. These elements are so important. In Kromanti tradition, we work with elements. We use water when we need more grace, when we need more ease, when we need to mother ourselves, when we need to care for ourselves. We use the element of water because it's very comforting and it's very mothering. When you need to know who you are and where you come from, you need water because it's mothering. It's nurturing in that way, right? Fire we use for transformation, right? So there's so many things around us that can help us get into alignment with ourselves so life can be easy for you. Life is really meant to be easy, you know. It's just we've identified in this body that we're not energy, we're physical. And this is why it's so challenging for us. Because you are spiritual, but you live in a physical existence, no doubt. But you're spiritual. So why do we put so much focus on the 0.0001% of who we are and forget about the 99.99999% of who we really are, of all of our power, which is pure love energy? Okay, welcome, Grand Rising. La na na, welcome, Grand Rising. Our ancestors are here to help us to remember who we are. They are the remembrance. They are also the present, and they walk with us into our future. When you an evolved self. And you know what? Truth be told, you might not even be feeling good today. You might be feeling kind of shitty. This is the perfect time to connect. Because that's an opportunity to say, you know what? I surrender all. Yes, I surrender all. It's a good time to surrender. Just let it go. Don't put so much energy on it. It's going to work. Just let it go. Let it go. And in releasing it, you're releasing the heaviness that you've placed on it. You're releasing yourself of that bondage. And you're saying, I can't do it. Ancestors, I need you to work through this. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm going to remain in my peace and my joy. I'm going to release this to you. I'm not going to energetically touch it again. And allow you to guide me to work through it. And when you do that, you will find your life will be easier. Because see, when we want to control things, you know, people think that's great. That's a great mechanism. She got it all under control. That's wonderful. No. Control means fear, honey. Control means there's a fear. People who are excessively controlling, I used to be one. I still work on it. There's a root of fear. I am not enough. There will not be enough. If I don't do it, nobody will. And if they don't do it, then it won't be done. If it won't be done, they'll look at me and I don't want to feel bad. I want to be that person. It goes back to our childhood. Control. We're not taught how to control. We don't grow up babies don't try to control anything. They're just aware of how they feel, and they make their needs known. They don't try to control anything, right? They just go along with the flow. Whatever mama give them to eat, you know, they're gonna try to eat that and just go about their day. They need a diaper change, let you know. Control is a root of fear, just like anger. Anger, there's some fear there, and the ancestors are saying, "Hey, we can help you with that, girl. You ain't got to be, come on here, girl. Come on, we're gonna talk about this. I can help you with that. In fact, I want to help you with that because it serves everybody. It serves humanity. And they're here to help raise the vibration of humanity just like you are, right? Oh, our ancestors love us, love us, love us, love us, love us, and they love you. And so do I. And I thank you because this is part of Maroonage. This is part of the coming together, right? Maroonage is about people coming together in like minds and like hearts and saying, hey, we don't like the way these things are going on in this world. We want to do something about this. Let's bring our energies of love together to help each other to heal. That's all Maroonage is about. It's all about coming together and healing and raising the vibration of humanity. Simple. You can be a Maroon right where you live, in your family, in your community, on your job, in your church, in any organization that you're a part of. Raising the vibration of humanity, helping to heal each other with love, grace, ease, abundance, goodness, culture, food, music, dance. All of these things, you know? Oh, and the ancestors are excited. They're ready to dance. They got their dancing shoes ready at the door. So, will you join them? Will you dance with us? Will you celebrate with us? If you would dance and celebrate with your ancestors sometime today, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. You're going to do something. Even if it's a prayer, even if it's you put out a candle and a clean bowl of water or a glass of water, do something. And in celebrating them, you celebrate yourself. And remember, surrendering is a superpower, right? Relinquishing control and surrendering to your higher self, that's truly a superpower. That's where the power and the magic starts. Not in doing, and being in control, but saying, I trust the universe. I trust my higher self. I trust the God within. All is well. I am worthy of all that is good. I am worthy of all that is good. You are worthy of all that is good. You are worthy of all that is abundant, that is healthy and wealthy, and that is divine. This is your birthright. This is what you come here to do. Nothing else. This. I love you. I love you all. Thank you for joining me on this live, and those who will watch later on. Thank you for your time. It's been such a good time sharing with you. Visit us at soultribegroup.com. Soul Tribe Heals on YouTube and Facebook. You can find us Soul Tribe Apothecary. We have Caribbean herbs, sea moss, and classes are coming soon. So we can continue this education on how to remove mother wounds, how to work through bloodline cleansings, soul ties. Yes, I'm working on that project today. Soul ties, because a lot of us have soul ties to people, places, and things we need to get rid of. It's holding us down. The ancestors want you to be free from that as well, right? It's all about your freedom. It's all about your power. It's always about you. It ain't about what other people doing. It ain't about what's going on in the world. It's about you, 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 you. And on that note, I love you. I'll see you later.